Okay, Shelby Hall and Myra Sechrist, we are having our virtual interview of some of our Sullivan County's finest from Sullivan High School class of 2020, and we have some discussion about where you are, where you've been, where you're going, and so I want to just jump into it. And I'm going to ask questions of you, and I'm not going to ask one of you or the other. You can just chime in, and we'll just have a discussion instead of one person at a time. So I'll start now. Just imagine yourself sometime in the next year, in the middle of crazy classes and all the stuff you've got going on in school, in your freshman year of college. Imagine that you have a break and you have a moment to just kind of think back dreamily and reflect back on what your experience was in high school up to now. So you just finished finals or something and you're just relaxing or whatever. So what would be 5 things about your whole high school experience that you would be very thankful at that time, do you think?
Do you want to go first, Margine, or me?
Up to you guys.
Okay, I'll go first. Number 1, my friends. I feel like I had an amazing group of friends throughout high school that I really lean on. Number 2, I would be very thankful for the classes I took because they set me up for where I'm going to be going into my freshman year, or whatever year. Number 3, I would say the relationships I made with some of my teachers. I got very close to Miss Morris and some of my teachers throughout the year, and I'm very thankful for that. 4, I would say the workload I put myself through, because I always took some of the most challenging classes and I obviously didn't get the best grades in all of them, but I feel like I personally got myself to the point that I feel ready to go through college because I took every class that I could, and I'm very proud of that. And I would say 5, I'm most thankful for the church family that I had because I felt like everyone was always so supportive of me and always helped me when I was kind of feeling down to either talk about my feelings or just I'm very thankful for that.
Well, Miss Mara, what would be your list of 5?
I think number 1 would have to be our community. We live in like the most amazing small town. So just like the support I've received from the community. Number 2, I'm going to go with Shelby on that, and I'm going to say my education because our school, we're extremely fortunate. They set us up really well for us to go into college. Like Shelby and I both are going to be sophomores, I think, right, Shelby? You have those credits, don't you? Yeah, so we're going to go into college as sophomores, which is a really cool experience for us to be able to do. Number 3, I'd say my family, my friends, and as Wes put it, my sweetie pie, because they've loved me and they've supported me throughout these 4 years, and I know that I have like not been an easy teenager to deal with, so I'm really thankful for them. Number 4 is the opportunity to know Christ and develop a relationship with him so early on in life, because I know like a lot of my peers, they're not even exposed to Christianity or having a relationship with Christ until later on in life. So I'm really thankful to have been able to have a strong relationship with Christ throughout high school. And number 5, this is probably going to sound like a country song, but I'm thankful to have grown up in small town USA, where everybody knows everybody. And like I said earlier, I know that anybody would give me the shirt off the back if I needed it.
All right. Okay, so now so I put you into the next school year to look back. Now I'm going to put you now looking forward to the school year. So you're experiencing a transition from childhood where you're supervised at home and at school, to, as I was talking about earlier, I think with both of you or with one of you, um, you're going into college where it's all you. You're expected to be big people and grown-ups. So what about that, your experience over the next year, are you most excited about? Shelby started first last time. Why don't you lead us off, Mara?
Okay. Let's see. I am planning on working as a first responder throughout school. So I'm really excited to have some experience in my future field of medicine. And I think that's going to be a really fun job, high intensity, high energy, to prepare me for the future. Organic chemistry. No, I'm just kidding. But I am really excited to start to have an education that's more focused towards my future career. I think that's going to be really fun for me to my knowledge and experience in the medical field. And I can really start to zone in on that and decide if that's actually something I'm going to want to do for the rest of my life. I'm also really excited to be a Garen Scholar, which is one of the scholarships I received at St. Mary's, and to represent what that means. So like the Garen Scholars, a month they have to complete a service project together, like they're a really close-knit group. We get to travel to France and see where St. Mother Theodore Garen was born, and I'm really excited for that. So that's going to be fun to have those relationships. And one of the last things is meeting new people.
Excuse me, Mara, I want to jump in a second to clarify. The connection was breaking up a second ago. So you're going to St. Mary Woods College, was it a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay, it broke up a little bit. I had trouble hearing that, so we probably missed that on the video. I just want to make that clear.
Okay. Do I need to repeat that whole thing, or is that good?
Say that again, please.
Do you want me to repeat that last one, or
The last thing you said, yes, please.
Just about the Garen Scholar. Did you hear all that?
What is a Garen Scholar? I don't think we know what that is, or not everybody knows what that is.
Every year they award 4 students as the Garen Scholar, and that's St. Mother Theodore Garen is the founder of St. Mary Woods College. So that's just one of the scholarships they give out, and each year the 4 students, they have to complete monthly service projects together and to travel to France and learn more about St. Mother Theodore Garen and her background.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, I'm really excited for that. And one of the last things I'm excited for going into school would be meeting new people. I was never really like a high school person. I would honestly classify myself as sort of an introvert. Like I didn't really put myself out there. And I'm just excited to meet new people and make new relationships. Meet people who have the same values and morals as myself.
That sounds cool. Well, Miss Shelby.
Well, my college experience is going to be a little non-traditional this year. I'm taking online classes this summer and this spring, and that's all I have to take, and I'll be a junior going into next year. And so I'm taking those through Ivy Tech. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be working on my different pilot certifications. So I just finished my ground school, and I'll be flying all this summer to get my private pilot's license. And then I'll be flying almost every day. And so I'm super excited because I have always been such an in-the-box person, I feel like, in schoolwork. And I feel like I'm completely going out of the box and doing something I absolutely love. And I'm super excited for all of the adventures that I get to take with my dad. Like, we're so much closer this year, and to get to travel the world with him, flying, gaining hours, gaining knowledge, gaining experience, it's just something that I'm absolutely so excited for. And I'm also excited because, I mean, I won't get to have, the living in dorm experience this year because I'm going to be at home. But I'm thankful for my amazing family and that I enjoy being around them so much to the point where I'm excited to be home. So I've got a crazy non-traditional college year coming up, but every bit of it I'm just so excited for.
You said you're out of the box and you're like almost literally flying out of the box. Huh? Oh, that's all cool. Okay, so I have another question, and Mara hit some of this a while ago, but we're going to drill into it a little bit now. But this is the one I probably mixed up the most of the questions that Wes gave you. So you both have taken a lot of science classes in school, correct? Okay. And so whether you're studying physics or chemistry or biology, what must happen for something to change? So you have a thing and it changes. What is required for it to change?
Would you say like energy?
Well, might be physics, and in chemistry there might be something that causes something to change chemically. In biology, there's something that changes. So what has to happen to that thing for it to change?
Or something that's like there has to be action taken. I guess I don't really quite understand the.
For something to react or to change, something else has to be introduced, right? It has to be pushed or influenced. Okay. So, as scientists, imagine putting your lab coat on and your goggles, really fashionable.
Okay.
And you're going to conduct a scientific study of the most encouraging and influential people in your life. But being the highly disciplined scientists that you are, you're going to apply filters to eliminate emotional bias. So you're going to exclude family members and your adoring young gentleman from the study. So after you filter those out, then what are the reasons for you being most thankful for your most prominent influence? So this is going to require you to give some shout outs. You want to lead us, Shelby, since you
Okay, so the question is, are most influential people that aren't family?
Or sweeties.
Or sweeties. Okay. I would say at the very top of my list would have to be, and everyone's been so supportive, but Mark Neal has always been my front runner. He has always been my biggest supporter, the biggest hugger. And I'm just so thankful for him and Angela. There's so many people, but Jerry Hawkins, everybody, I feel so much love. That group that would meet after church with my family, every time I would walk in the room, even if I was going to a different church, I got overwhelming love. And so that group of people they will always be in my heart no matter where I am in the world. And I'm so thankful for every time that I can come home. It'll be to loving arms, and I'm very thankful for that.
And I don't want to stretch it just a little bit further. So let's also think about school. This video may be seen by people, probably will be seen by people other than Westside. And so, do you have some people that through school, elementary school, middle school, high school, people that you'd say, boy, that right there, that my life made a positive move right there?
Okay, yeah. Jackie Ridge was my track coach in high school, and she came into it as a distance coach. Well, she coached everybody, but I was a hurdler, and she went to special conferences for me. And we would have, I remember this practice, and it was raining. It was just me and her. And we went over drills and drills and drills, and she went so out of her way for me. And I am just so thankful for her in my life. She has always pushed me to be the best that I could be, and she has always been a shoulder to cry on after I fall. So I'm super thankful for that. And from school, high school, Lynn Norris I may not have been the best history student, but she was absolutely the best teacher. And so I'm very thankful for all of her classes. Even they were probably one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Very good. Miss Mara, we'll wrap us up with your list.
Okay. Yeah, so just like a bunch of Sullivan High School. I'm sure I'm not even gonna name them all, but Mr. Listman, I can remember like actually I can't even count how many times I went into his office just to like cry and eat his chocolate and talk about everything that stressed me out. So I'm really thankful that he was a part of my high school career. My chemistry teacher, Mr. Wallace, and countless times I would come in early at like 7 o'clock before school to study for a test, and we'd end up talking the entire hour. He's always been there for me to help me and to support me. And then Mr. O'Brien, Miss Jenkins, Dr. J, Mr. Spain, they've always pushed me to be the best version of myself. They've always been there to support me. They've always been there to pick me up if I've fallen, literally or figuratively. I am quite clumsy and I've fallen many times in high school down the stairs. Wes pushed me down once. I know that I could contact them, any of them, 10 years from now, and that they would be there to help me. And then I also kind of want to go with what Shelby said and give a shout out to the church family, because I've only been at this church for like 5 years, and it's not hard to tell that Westside is something special. Westside is truly a family, and you don't get that at any other church. And I felt so accepted here from the moment I walked in the doors. Mark's hugs, Angela and Jennifer's beautiful smiles greeting me every morning, Richard's cheesy jokes, Judy's delicious chocolate chip blondie cookies. Oh my goodness, those are out of this world. Abner and Abnerdine's Beyblade collection. That's pretty cool. Everyone here is they're always there to brighten my day and make me smile.
Cool. So one of my favorite interviews will often end with another question. So Mara, if you were going to interview yourself, what question that I haven't asked would you suggest asking?
I would say, what's the best piece of advice you could look back and give yourself? Like, if I could go back in time and give myself a piece of advice, like, what would that be?
Okay, and what would that be?
I would say observe the masses and do the opposite. A lot of times in high school, I found myself just going along with the crowd, and that often led me to make some decisions that I'm not proud of, things that I definitely would take back in a heartbeat. It wasn't staying true to who I am. So I would just say, don't go with the flow of the crowd. Be the one to stand and do something different.
Okay. Miss Shelby, what question would you suggest if you were the interviewer for you?
Oh, I was trying to think while Mara was talking and listen at the same time. Goodness, what did I ask myself? I would say, oh goodness. Man, Mara, you thought of a good one quick.
Well, how would you take her question about what advice would you give freshman in high school Shelby?
Okay. I would give freshman advice. There are a lot of things that you can't control. There are a lot of parts of high school that you're going to be upset about. You're going to feel like you don't have any control over, like a hard class or a group of friends or someone who's being mean to you for no reason. You want to stay true to who you are, work hard, and not get scared, because there's a plan through everything. So even if you're not having the best day, tomorrow's going to be better, and high school is just a couple years, so it'll be all right.
Very good. Well, I told Shelby before, I think before Mara joined us, or maybe I told both of you. Yeah, I did tell both of you. There are a lot of people at Westside who would love to give you those hugs, and the brownies and everything else. But we're going to have to wait a while for that. So this is Westside's opportunity to acknowledge two special ladies for your accomplishments. I'm sure people are going to find ways of reaching out to you and expressing their pride in you and their love for you. And I'm thankful that I get to be the first of that crowd in this moment. So congratulations to both of you. We're very proud of you for your academic achievements. We're very proud of you for the people you are. We love you, and we're really, really looking forward to having ringside seats to see what you do from here. So God bless you, and peace be with you. I love you, girls.
Thank you.
Love you too.